Just do business.
The difference.
The mentor is your tour guide.
It is. Tour guide within the game. Like I said, back to me seeing life as one big game is your mentor is the what do you call, like the cheat sheet, you know, the thing you unlock to, like, you know, like when you play Mortal Kombat, right? You can go into like what do you call that? Like
the finisher.
Yeah, the finishing move, right? So you gotta go into the specs to see like what buttons to press to really hit them with the finishing move. And so it's the same thing. It's like your mentor is literally here to give you the finishing move, to give you the buttons, which buttons you need to click, which, you know, so why wouldn't you want that? And I think a lot of people turn that down because they don't want to feel like someone is above them or knows more than them. But in life, the less you think you know, the better you will become. And that's
your mentor is like your cheat sheet, your finishing move.
She is
to even get into the $1 million deals.
Yeah, she got me into my first $1 million deal.
Okay, so we're gonna go into the $1 million deal. I think we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
Okay, so how do you? What is the head space you have to be in to go into the $1 million deal? Like, okay, like, is it anxious? Is it like, how do you get there? How do you get to? Is it spiritual, like you said?
Yeah, it is. That's the crazy part. I didn't chase it. It just came to me, and I kept being persistent and consistent within wanting it, within believing that I deserve it, within believing that I'm capable of it. And once I started building my tools within myself spiritually on how I see life, how I deal with people, I prayed for that next step, and that's when she came in and she brought me into my first 7-figure project.
Now, before we close this off, because we got to this is millions of dollars, right? How many projects have you worked on at the same time? Like, okay, this is $1 million project here. This is a 150 project here. This is how many, like, do you do restaurants?
I do. So I work with also a restaurant group on the side.
Big money. I smell it.
It's not the money that the reason why I work with them.
But I know, but that's big money. Go ahead.
So I build restaurants, lounges, bars. But my limit is I try not to have more than like 4 projects running at once. So I have 2 projects that are in the 7-figure budgets and 2 projects that are in the 6-figure budgets.
Gotcha.
And so I try not to take on more 4 or 5 at once.
Right, because that was like one of my last questions, and you basically answered it for me. You said you don't try to take on as much as you can chew.
No, not at all. I don't even take on as much as I can. I take on as much as I'm comfortable with.
Yeah, we could go for hours.
Because I want to enjoy the process.
Break that down.
Yeah. I want to enjoy the process. I don't want, if I took on projects according to my capacity, I'd probably take on 7, 8, 9 projects at once. But I won't enjoy the process. I won't be able to take days where I just come in here and look at the little details to make sure that it feels good and that the people that are occupying the space would be comfortable or would love certain details within the project. So I take on as much as I'm comfortable with. And my comfort level is always fluctuating according to what my priorities are in life. So if my priority this year is for me to work in myself, then I know that I need more time off. So that means that I'm not going to take on 4 projects. I might take on 2 projects and make sure that I have time to go on my hikes, go on my trips, go into my meditation courses and really, invest in self-development.
Self-development. Oh my gosh. You're
Yeah. Self-development over everything. That's
because you said trips and you said so. Okay. Tell them how important, because we spoke about the business side, right? We spoke about this, but to me, you're speaking on the reset, working hard, because we didn't touch on that. You still have to reset when you're working on these big projects.
Absolutely.
Still gotta clear your mind.
Yeah, you gotta balance yourself out. That's, even though it's work and I enjoy the process, I still have work to do within myself also. And that has nothing to do with these projects.
So like, is it meditation? Is it the balance?
Yeah, it's meditation. For me, it's meditation, spending time with my family, going trips. I do, like one-off trips. I don't have a partner, so I just kind of travel, meet new people, build different bonds and relationships that are very platonic, that are very meaningful and very, very intimate and full of substance. And so, that is my priority. So if that's my priority, then I have to kind of manage my projects according to that priority. But like this year, I feel like I'm in a great place within myself. I've worked really hard these past 5 years on self-development, really getting into this place where I feel whole within myself. So I'm taking on, a lot more projects because I'm able to give more into my projects.
Thank you, Amy Cohen.
Thank you.
Man, this was amazing. I learned a lot from you today. Hopefully, the audience learned a lot from you. Thank you for being a blessing to a lot of subcontractors and hiring people and giving people an opportunity, small businesses an opportunity to be greater. And you help a lot of people find their path. You with your personality, you give people chances that sometimes they wouldn't be able to get, and bigger companies would get those chances. So I want to give you your roses for even bringing me on as a network engineer, doing the low voltage, being the IT person to connect the dots for you. We gotta give you your roses for that, because you're a game changer, and you're adding value, and you're spreading your purpose to a lot of people, whether you know or you don't know. But I know you're spiritual, so I know you know. But I just want to close out on that note. We're giving you your roses.
Thank you.